Greetings, friends. Susan Swanke here from the parish staff at St. Christopher. This is the first in a series of videos called Disciple Maker Habits. As many of you know, Bishop Hying began an initiative here in our Diocese of Madison called Go Make Disciples. And there are really two goals of this initiative. The first goal is for us to grow and to recommit ourselves to a life of discipleship. And particularly, there are 4 discipleship habits that our bishop has encouraged us to focus on. The first one is daily prayer. The next one is monthly confession. The third is Friday penance. And the fourth is reclaiming Sunday as the Lord's Day, a day to celebrate the Eucharist and to enjoy a day of rest and connection with those we love. And so these 4 discipleship habits kind of sum up the first goal of the Go Make Disciples initiative. But there is a second goal, and really the second goal is the end of the first goal, which is to make disciples, to invite others to consider a life of discipleship, a life with Jesus. And so another way of saying these 2 goals is to be holy, to grow in holiness, and to talk to people about Jesus. Very simple. And we want to offer you a series of short little videos, particularly on the disciple maker habits that you might be able to incorporate into your daily life. Whether you're at work or at home, with your family, with neighbors, wherever you are is where Jesus is inviting you to bring the gospel. That's the exciting aspect or dimension of the lay vocation. There is so much variety and diversity in how we are able to live out this gospel vocation, this baptismal vocation. The reason that we are invited to make disciples is because the world needs God. We are very aware of that. God has come to rescue us from the grip of the evil one, of sin and death. And so we do desire to share the gospel with the world because the world needs Jesus. But even more than that, we have need to share Jesus with others. The full flourishing of a life of discipleship is to share Jesus with another person. You look at the Gospels and you can see that the disciples of Jesus met Jesus and they were first invited to follow him and spend time with him. They observed him and learned his heart for the world and for each person that God had created. And then Jesus, after a time, invited them, sent them out, and really commanded them to share what they had received. And so it's the same for us, that we share the gospel because it is the full flourishing. We haven't fully experienced the joy of the gospel for ourselves until we've had a chance to share it with another person. And so this first video, I just want to talk about our motive. So I've said a little bit about our motive is Jesus' command to go share the gospel. But also we need to consider in our own hearts why it is we want to share the gospel with someone. And the reason for this is that we're sharing the gospel with a person who has an end to themselves. They have a destiny, and they will also be able to tell if our motive is anything less than a deep love for them and a love for their true fulfillment and their happiness in this life and the next. This motive will impact how we talk to people and our willingness to sacrifice time and prayer and effort to introduce them to Jesus and his goodness. So as we embark on these series of videos of disciple maker habits, I just encourage you to consider what is my motive? And Lord, show me where my motive needs to be purified, so that I may be able to share the gospel in its truest form, its most rich and beautiful form. So I encourage you to continue watching these little videos, and we'll be sharing some more very practical things that you can do in your everyday life as we go. Thank you.